Before you switch on the cryofill, you need to open these two switches to warm up the deckhand. Then you can switch on the cryofill. These parts will be getting warm. Here you will see after some time a little frozen area, the same as here. And inside. So when the cryofill is on and you click the cryofill button on the control panel, you will hear the pressure coming out, and the pressure of about 9 psi will be established to press onto the level. On the outside of the tank is a PSI meter, which usually shows between 5 and 9 psi. After filling, the level meter shows full. If for whatever reason it is not going up to full, open up the vent this one to let all the gas out on top of your liquid nitrogen level, and sooner or later the level will go up to full. It will take about 30 minutes until enough liquid nitrogen is going through the transfer line into the dewar we installed before. After the 30 minutes, you will hear a loud noise, which is kind of like an expanding noise from the liquid nitrogen. This means the liquid nitrogen is filled up to the maximum. Inside the dewar are 3 sensors: the low, the max, and the alarm. If you hear the sound, it will reach the max. If it reaches for whatever reason the alarm, it will totally stop and not go on anymore. After you hear the expanding noise, it will be out for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then you will hear a clicking sound from this valve, so you know that it's now regulating and it's just filling up enough liquid nitrogen into the dewar to be between the limits, like the low and the max. Again, if it reaches the alarm limit, then it will stop. The button description is actually, this is the button which is responsible for the flow. When the cover is open, you have a flow of about 1 liter per minute. When the cover is open, it's about 8 liter per minute. When the cover is closed, about 1 liter per minute. And this button is for the deckhand, which means that this part is warmed up, the ring and the center. Make sure that these markers are always to the 1 position, not to the 0. If it's to the 0 position, that's the off position, and the inside part is not heated. After about 45 minutes, as you can see, it goes all the way down to 162, minus 162 C. The final temperature reached on my Diamond DSC is 163.99. But I have to admit, I haven't calibrated it, so it could well be go a little bit lower. I have seen instruments between minus 170 and minus 150, depending on how their instruments are calibrated. I would calibrate with hexane or xylol, endicane. There is a list which I show you on the next video, which you can choose the lowest calibration standards. This is a list you can use to calibrate. As I said, I would probably use hexane at minus 90.56 or octane at minus 56.76. This concludes the video of how to install the cryofill in a Pyrus or Diamond DSC from Perkin.